Excellent work, Skylander. You have infiltrated the dark and crusty underbelly of Moneybone's detention center. You'll have to stay frosty going forward. They've activated more of those dangerous security spotlights. If they spot you, blammo! Continue to Moneybone's tower to extract Master Eon. I will rendezvous with you at the next checkpoint.
Alright, moving on to chapter 17. Have a spot here. If you collect enough gear bits for your vehicles, you can purchase some upgrades. Looks like I have enough to get this last upgrade, so we'll go ahead and do that. And that'll be it for now. You can always put other vehicles on the portal right here and take care of them, their upgrades as well, but that's enough for me right now.
Skylanders of the air element are stronger in this zone.
Right. So once again, avoiding the spotlights. Alright, taking out all the bad guys will open up these gates for you. Check out what's inside. Alright, we got another explosive chest here, as well as a game of Sky Stones. I'm not going to play this game of Sky Stones. I've played a couple already in previous walkthroughs for you. I'll probably come up with some other, I don't know, Sky Stones tip and tricks videos. But yeah. So we'll just leave that one alone for now. I won't waste your time too much. So then we'll jump up here. And you can see in the corner, there's our explosive barrel. Or barrel of explosives, I should say, that we're looking for. So we'll take out these baddies first. There we go. Some food up there. Diamond up there. Won't say no to that. Can hurry off with these explosives. Get back to the other jail cell. Find out what's inside. Another spin chest. That's what I like to see. This one gives us another hat. Yeah, I think that must be a hat. Yep. Okay, we'll take it. Finding a lot of hats in this level, but I mean, there's a lot of hats in the game, so it makes sense. Gotta get those hats sometime. Alright, now we can head back through the portal and back on the main path. Once again, avoiding that spotlight. I'm not sure where it wandered off to. Here we have another explosive chest. I don't know if I can make the explosives from that jail cell. If I can drag those over here. So we'll keep going. We'll have to remember that spot though. Come back to that one in a minute. That looks more like our main path. So we're going to check out what's over here. Yes. Alright. Supercharger gate. You do need a supercharger to activate this gate, but any supercharger will do. It doesn't matter which element. So we'll go ahead and piece this together.
Skylanders of the undead element are stronger in this zone.
So I found this is one of the trickier, I don't know, puzzles to solve, if you want to call it a puzzle. So you got this switch here. Gonna turn it right away. It's gonna flip that path back and forth. So now we're gonna be walking across the top of this path. Which will bring us over here. Oh, did not want to activate that. So we'll grab this explosive barrel. And you really got to be quick about this. You don't have a lot of extra time. And so here, get close enough to the switch so the R1 jumps over the switch instead of the barrel. Because if you don't get close enough, you're just going to drop your barrel, and that's not what you want to do. But the key is it is possible to flip the switch while you're still holding onto the barrel. You just have to make sure the activate button jumps to the switch, because it's the same button. It's a little confusing. Took me a little while to figure that out. I kept trying to set the barrel down, flip the switch, pick it back up, and run, and you run out of time real fast. But since this is for a spin chest, it's something you're going to want to figure out. Got another hat for us. And a bunch more gold. That's all that should be in here. Besides a few more piles of gold over there, I see. Won't say no to that.
Treasure.
But yeah, these supercharger gates typically have one spin chest in them, so you want to make sure to find them. There's only going to be one supercharger gate per level though, so you don't have to worry about finding more once you find the first one. So now I think we can head down this main path, but we don't want to forget about this explosive area back here. We're gonna have to find some explosives close by. Looks like, well, we're gonna need explosives for this too, so there's gotta be something up ahead. Whoa. More spotlights. It's moving a little faster. Got some chompies here. Take care of them real quick. And there's our explosives. So we'll grab this. Probably gonna have to come back here again, it looks like, since I have two explosive areas I wanna take care of. I'm gonna go for the farthest one first, so I don't have to make that trip quite as far next time. So there's the first area. I want to see if I can make this all the way back here. It's gonna be close, but I think I can make it. There we go. I'm assuming this is gonna be another spin chest. I think that's what's always been in these large chests. Yep, there we go. Another spin chest. They're just all over this level. Alright, so now we'll have to go ahead and grab those explosives again. This time we can drop them off by this gate, and I believe that will be our path forward. So this seems to be a side path. I think it was a dead end when we hit that explosives. Yep. So it's a little bit tedious to keep grabbing these explosives from far off places, but what you gonna do? It's your only option, really.
Thank goodness you're here, Skylander. We managed to commandeer a bunch of transport ships to get the prisoners out of here, but it was a trap. The guards have deployed grappler beams and pinned the transport ships. You have to help us. Well, you don't have to, but it would be great if you did.
Alright, it's time to check out our Skystar area.
You must have a sky vehicle to enter this
So
zone.
we'll switch up some vehicles here.
Sunrunner.
Let's see what we can take care of.
Ready for action.
Vehicles of the light.
Those guard ships have the transports locked up with grappler beams. You have to take them out, Skylander.
Alright, so this level took me a little while to figure out exactly what was going on. But you see that far gate off in the center of the screen? That's where your transport ships are ultimately trying to get to. And then you see these arrow paths. That's the paths they're going to be taking. And when these lights are red, it means they're stuck. They're not moving. So we got a second ship over here. He's stuck. We'll shoot the ships off of him. We'll shoot the ships off of this guy. All of these little bad guy ships are gonna be they have the grapple beams, and they're gonna have the ability to stop your large transport ships. So anytime you see these little ships, even if they're not near your big ships, keep shooting them, because they're just gonna get in the way. But your ultimate goal is to basically clear a path to let your ships. There you go, we got the first one in, second one's coming in quick here, and it's almost there. There we go. So that's our first group, but since they told us we need to protect the first group, we know there's going to be more.
Keep it up, Skylander. Another set of
There we go, we got two more transport ships coming in.
Inbound, Skylander.
There's one on the left and one on the far right this time. So clear out some of these ships.
Someone help us.
So basically, yeah, the more ships you can shoot, the faster they're going to be able to complete their routes.
Escape from these grappler beams.
The helpful arrows will point you to ships in trouble. Otherwise, you're just going to, like, once they're clear, there's not any arrows. But now I got someone on my tail. That's no good.
We can't break free. Someone help us.
Alright, one should be through the gate. Two's almost there.
Thanks for freeing us, Skylander. Let's get out of here.
There we go, two made it.
Woohoo!
Hey, that creepy statue thingy's waking up.
It sealed the way out. You'll need to dock at that tower to deactivate that statue, Skylander. Be careful.
Alright, a little on foot section in the middle of our Skystar. And surprise, surprise, more explosive barrels. So you can see there's two locations up ahead where that actually need these barrels. And sometimes if you place it just right, you can actually get it to blow both of them up at once. Otherwise you have to come back for a second barrel of explosives. So we got them both this time. So this uncovered a random item here. So we'll collect that. And then our ship follows up here, so we can just jump back in. Alright, so this time we have a couple of larger ships in addition to the smaller ships. Your basic objective is still the same, is to protect your transport ships. In this case though, there are 3 transport ships instead of just the normal 2. But I should also point out, there is a red toolbox hiding back here, if you want to collect that while you're flying around. And we gotta go find our ships. Knock off these pesky flies.
We made it! Woohoo!
Alright, first one made it through. Second and third are well on their way. There's 2, and I think 3 is gonna make it all right.
I've been paroled!
Basically, I cleared out enough for the tiny ships already.
You did it, Skylander! Now let's get back on the road and free Master Eon! We made it! Woohoo!
Thanks for getting our people out of this place, Skylander.
Alright, that's enough to complete the Skystar. So as I said before, the Sea and Sky Stars are always optional. They're not mandatory parts. So if you don't have a Sky vehicle right now, you can just, keep on walking past. And you just wouldn't get the Stardust for the Skystar, but you can come back and do that later if you want. Find a way around this spotlight. Grab some food along the way. Alright, and this might be my least favorite part of this level. You're now completely upside down. And they actually invert the controls a little bit. Might take some getting used to. Heading out this way isn't too bad. It's when you try to come back, I always get confused with the controls. But there's a pinata here on the bottom side. You can grab some food and gold out of that, it looks like. Try to get this the first time. Oh, not quite. So there is a barrel of explosives under here. But there's nothing you really need to blow up. There's a couple of fireworks along the sides of the paths that will give you a couple of coins, but in my estimation, it's not worth the hassle of working upside down just for a couple of coins. So we're just gonna go through the portal here, get back right side up. We'll let this spotlight pass. Check out what's down this way. And here we go, another spin chest just sitting out in the open there. Feels like this should have been in one of those larger chests like all the other ones had been. The explosives would have been good for that. I mean, there's explosives right here. In any case, we got our spin chest. We'll head back the other way. Here's some of those fireworks I was talking about that you can blow up with the explosives from down below, but that's about the only use for that barrel.
Spotlight.
Probably one of the most deadliest enemies in this level. Basically, just stay out of his spotlight and he won't be able to find you. But alright, gotta defeat all of these guys to open the gate. Oh, you're not quite dead yet. There we go. Grab some food. Keep moving forward.
You do not want to be here when the guards arrive. I've seen things I can't unsee, even when my eyes are closed. Get moving, Skylander.
Alright, so we're back to a mandatory vehicle section.
You must have a land vehicle to enter this zone.
Because it is a land area. These are the only vehicle sections that are going to be required.
Hot streak.
So we'll jump back in Hot Streak and be on our way.
Let's strap in.
Vehicles of the fire element are stronger in this zone.
So there's spotlights out here too. See these little green boxes? If you run into a spotlight, they extend into green spikes. So try to avoid as many spotlights as possible, and this area will be relatively simple for you. There are a couple enemies that show up here, but nothing you shouldn't be able to handle. Once again, you have a couple path options, up or down. I like to go up because that's where they tend to put the toolboxes.
Yeah.
And that should finish it up.